air. By any measure, the Oresund link was one of the most ambitious engineering projects of the 20th century. The contractors built from scratch an artificial island 9 kilometers around. They ground through 4 kilometers of ultra-hard Copenhagen limestone. And they pieced together the world's largest submerged tunnel. Now, with just 1 year left, it was time to begin the last and most spectacular stage of construction. Finally, the bridge would start looking like a bridge. All the planning and all the calculations would be put to the test as the main span was put into place. It had to be high enough for ships to pass under and strong enough to carry speeding trains and cars. No one had ever built a bridge like it. What was required was the largest floating crane on Earth, capable of lifting more than 7 million kilograms, the equivalent of 30 Boeing 737s. It was called the Swan, and this was her moment of glory. The Swan had to use 75% of her total strength to lift each span. The highest span went right next to the tower. Then crews attached cables. The first cable was 50 meters long, and each new cable would be longer than the one before it. The longest would be over 260 meters. The Swan brought in another span. The roadway cantilevered further from the tower and closer to a world-size record. This was the most vulnerable time for the bridge. Temporary scaffolding helped, but the bridge wouldn't be up to full strength until all the pieces were in place. Wind and storms could be disastrous. On the 14th of August 1999, the Swan installed the final roadway span on the bridge. Denmark and Sweden were connected for the first time. Denmark's Prince Frederik and Sweden's Crown Princess Victoria met at their first ever border crossing. For 9 years, the construction deadline had loomed over everything and everyone involved in creating the Oresund link. Finally, on the 1st of July 2000 at 11 p.m., the Oresund link officially opened for business, on time and on budget.